Greetings, fellow beings. We're live. And it's a fantastic, fantabulous, freaky Friday. That's right, TGIF. Lots of you out there in the audience this morning. Hopefully, you can hear me. And hopefully, the music is not too powerful. Happy Friday to everybody out there. It's great to see you, Kaladin 910. We got Penny out there today. The Weatherman returns. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. We've got Jan Monroe. It's too cold to go outside. I agree. Ms. Pick Cafe running the green machine. Well done, young lady, and thank you for wrenching away. In fact, a hearty thank you to all of the wrenches this week. Amazing job, my friends. Wow, lots going on. We got the great and powerful Morgan King in the house. Good to see you. And Andy Masterson, the very, very talented one indeed. Need to hang out with Andy some more. Also need to say thank you to SFXF314 Sabretooth Raptor for 5 Culture Casino Clams. A Better Cat movie parody as Elmo as Red Hulk. Alf as Captain. Budget $1 million production. It may do better. I think it would do lots better. I love it. Let's do it. Let me give a call to the Cotton Connection. Let me also give a shout out to the wonderful and amazing Liberty Halls Cat for a Culture Casino membership, and to follow that up quickly from our great friend Ruby Hoove with another Culture Casino membership. Today's goal is somewhere between 20 and 50. That'd be amazing. And for those of you who help other people get there, I just want to say thank you. Jill is here, as I said before, and a lovely thank you to her. M&M Fish, good morning to you. Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. 11 alphas out there this morning. So many of you folks here. Great to see you. Great to see you. Glad you're here. Be Mo Betta, going to be Mo Betta. We've got the powerful positive vibes himself, Mark Fields. Positive vibes to all you beautiful people. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Who else is out there in the chat? Terry Rose. Hello. Hello, friends. Hello, Terry Rose. The Canadian representation has arrived. Randall Orser is here, along with so many more amazing beings. Amazing, neat. Trying to make the chat window bigger over on this side. Let's see who else we got. Love is what we got, but we got a few folks out there this morning. Let's see. Grim is here. Hey, Grim, how's it going? Morning, folks. Morning. Lee Kindler's out there. Happy Friday. That's right. Yes. Jonathan Conroy. Hey, buddy. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Smash the like button. That's correct. D-Bud Martin is here. Talk about Amazing Wrench. Oh, boy. Oh, baby. Been a minute. Poe Baby 74 giving us all the Lee Elon we can handle today. I don't know. Davita Duckworth is out there. And, of course, we've got Phoenix Knight. Woohoo! Hey, we're starting out good. We're doing good in the neighborhood. We got Butterbiscuit 92. Hello, Butterbiscuit. Who else? Let's see. Who else is out there? I think we got James D. What's up? I hope you're all doing well. I think that was Liberty Halls. That was Ruby Hoove. And the amazing Weatherman over on the green machine. $5 for the working man. I just hope you're doing good, bud. I always worry when you ain't here. All right, Rogue Thinker. He's the man with roguish thoughts. Final monkey. Hello. Last call with Troy Pacelli. We've got Jaco Ellers. What's up, buddy? We had so much fun last night on the H-Cast. It was a good time. Everybody now. Mark Nichols in the house. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Mark. Look at the puppers. So cute. Love it. Caveat ties. What's up, my Rumble friend? We've got Jed Ravenwolf out there. And Scott Summers. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Oh, Carl Singh's here. Hello, hello. And of course, the lovely Juliet from across the pond says, good afternoon, young Gandalf and Culturians. Well, thank you, dear. I'm glad you're here. It's time. Here we go. All right. Other people rolled in the door while we were busy. I think I said hello to Penny, but Lil Chad is here. You want to check out Little Chad's show over on Ascendant Art later today. Oh, the man himself, John Coman. Hello, hello. And thanks for being here, John. Hope everything's going well. Really do. And I still have that coin in my pocket, my friend. All right. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We don't have to talk too quickly today. There's 16 stories and all, but we also have some bonus time, so stick around because we'll talk a little bit afterwards. But I thought it'd be interesting to start with a Disney story. The beginning of the shifts at Disney are beginning already. Although it added a position, they also added a lot to Iger's salary. I think he's up to $41 million a year, and I ask myself, what is he doing for that enormous amount of money? Well, it's certainly not helping out the investors because, well, it just isn't. What I will say is this, having a new president in charge of, different type of experiences, those related to events and things like that, makes a lot of sense. But then you have to ask the question, what were they doing before? You have to remember, Disney was a much more efficient and better company, well, even before Iger left the first time. So ask yourself, what did they change? Well, political. They went political, and now they've got problems. And it seems like that's the truth around everywhere. Some of the stories today will reflect that, like Sundance. They had a really hard time getting this started up there. And I'm going to tell you, Estes is a great place. So why are they leaving? That's a good question. Is it because it's associated with one of the co-founders who's a dirty, dirty, bad person? Maybe. But regardless, they had issues last night getting things started. In fact, during the narration and the honoring of one of their good founders, Robert Redford, they had all kinds of audio issues that kind of marred what might be the last time we see Sundance up there. We've got James Gunn sharing a first look of a Supergirl that I know is headed for disaster, with a compromised story with Tom King and with a lot of extra add-ons. I'm not sure this is going to work out well. Cameras are rolling and we're in a first week of shooting, but is this going to be good? No. In fact, this is going to truly show that James Gunn has basically fallen off, like I tried to point out in the third Guardians of the Galaxy. Millie Alcock may look the part. She needs a lot more blonde, but she really isn't. And again, this is going to have a lot of political garbage in it because it is Tom King. We've got Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag suing the city of Los Angeles because they lost their home. I think they have a good case, and I think a lot of people that live there do also. Such poor management, and I don't care what Bill Burr says, pretty evident to everybody except for him. Hard to like him anymore. We've got Senate voting for Pete Hegseth. It's interesting how this headline is written. I have a feeling that they just don't like it, trying to pretend like he was a strong member of the media, despite the fact that he was on there a little bit. Well, that would make everybody who was a politician a part of the media, right? CNN is shaking up their TV lineup. You've got to watch the video that I dropped today if you want to realize just how much trouble CNN is in, dropping a giant percentage, again, of their staffing with more to follow. Not to mention the fact leaning into digital and maybe even trying to get into MySpace. Not that they do very good on YouTube, but at least, there are segments you can tolerate. We've got Donald Trump signing an executive order to release the JFK, MLK, and RFK assassination records about time. So 15 days from now, we should expect to see the JFK papers we have not seen. It does expose a lot, supposedly, and I cannot wait for that to happen. We've got Norah O'Donnell exiting head of CBS's hard shift into what's going to look more like local news, because guess what? They're not getting any traction as national news, and they figure if they look more and present more like local news, maybe people will like them more. I think that's a bad plan. We've got the Flight Risk film coming out. I will be seeing that today, and I'll give you a review either tonight or tomorrow morning. We've got the stock market yesterday hitting records with the S&P and seemingly off to a decent start today in most areas. Trudeau tries to threaten the United States, saying Americans will pay more. Won't you pay more too? Probably. Not only that, I have a feeling that this is not the trade war you want. And since you are a fleeing, mewling coward as it is, why are you talking right now? It's a good question. Boeing took nearly a $3 billion hit in their most recent quarter, Q4, because of, strikes, layoffs, and, troubled government programs. Notice how they're not mentioning that their planes are falling apart and they had a bunch of DEI garbage that, didn't serve them very well? Maybe. USDA Secretary nominee says politics shouldn't influence California wildfire response. Maybe. I think that if you don't know how to manage your land, don't know how to manage your money, and you've wasted both on a lot of garbage, I don't know. Maybe you need some oversight. Speaking of oversight, the elite in Davos left all in their private jets, despite supposedly being these net zero people. Look, you rich turkeys, we don't care what you think. We don't trust you. We think you're garbage, and your one world government solutions don't work for anybody. In fact, it only weakens countries, which is your whole point anyway. So goodbye, adios, and see ya. Trump also signed an executive order on developing artificial intelligence that is free from ideological bias. Well, it's about time, because putting the rails on it when you're trying to ask it questions and it only wants to answer favorably about one side of the equation, you've got some real issues. And I think that needs to be a major focus of any administration, because we can't be led like we're plebs or serfs. That's disgusting. Anyway, we've reached the end of the 6 minutes, but we have bonus time, and we have a bonus bear news that we have to get to. So let's get there. Here we go. Hey, good to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. We got a lot of super dupers in the chat that I did not get a chance to acknowledge. So let's take a look at those real quick, and then we'll jump into this bear story. Rod Thunderheart became a member of the channel. I think you already were, but maybe not. And if this is your first membership or your 1,000th, thank you. We got Rod Thunderheart with another 10 Canadians saying, "Hey, culture, pulled over just a few minutes to say hello. Got a membership and buying super chat, but it's been a while. Wanted to say hello." Well, hello to you, Rod Thunderheart. He's an amazing guy. Wrote a book, See Through Love. You can actually find it, I believe, wherever you buy books digitally. I think Amazon. Go check it out. Good dude. Like Rod a lot, and he's amazing. Speaking of amazing, who gives the Culture Casino membership? He also sent a member chat. Hail, CC and Culturians. Sad to report, I've been fairly ill for the last couple of weeks and have been somewhat absent from the chat. Fortunately, I'm starting to feel better and hope to be more involved next week. God bless you. God bless you, Hoove. My goodness, my friend. A high roller member for 10 months and a good man indeed. Thank you, Rod Thunderheart. Thank you, Hoove. Thank you to the great people like Ruby Hoove, Liberty Hall's Cat, SFX of 314, Saber-Tooth Raptor. Thanks to all of my ranches. Thanks to Snakes and Funerals. Thanks to all of you right now. Much appreciated. You are incredible. Miss Pick Cafe, thank you for keeping Rumble under control. Thanks to the great weatherman for 2 gifties on the Rumble side. Amazing. Three wonderful gifts. Look, Lord Shax, Magnify, many other great people have joined in the chat on Rumble. Thank you for that. Liberty Hall's Cat gives another Culture Casino membership. You guys are just so giving. Thank you so very much. And again, Hoove, I'm glad you're feeling better. I was down for a while. I mean, I was still here, but I was pretty ill. So I understand where you're coming from. I really do. It seems like when those interesting illnesses hit you, they hit you pretty hard. That's going to be a challenge going forward. Lots of challenges indeed. We've got amazing people in the chat. Mark Daly's out there. We got amazing Amazing, amazing people out there. And yeah. All right, let's get to this bear story. How about that? You guys want to do that? I can only count to 4. That's right. Terry Rose can only count to 4. 4. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. I can only count it. Sorry. It's a great song. Let's get to the bear. For those of you out there, I hope you're doing well. Don't get sick. Wash your hands because it's good hygiene. I know it's a pain, but wash your hands. You touch your face countless times a day. Scientifically, like thousands. Don't not wash your hands. You will reduce the times that you make yourself sick because you grab something at the grocery store that somebody else already touched and they had something. You don't want it. The door handles, all that stuff. Come on. Be a little phobic. Speaking of which, boom, bear. Remember this? This is a bear update. The bear that attacked a man in Pennsylvania. Remember this? Just kind of walked up and just tagged the dude. Had rabies. Yeah, that's not great. Hey, Gabby's here. Good to see you, Gabby. Bass player 2011 Iffy. Good to see you. Oh, look at this, though. Remember, we watched this. Yep. So the bear that attacked that guy that was just walking down the street on Jim Thorpe Trail in Carbon County got attacked by a bear. The bear got shot. He began to bite and scratch him. And those are abnormal behaviors for the species, apparently. So the neighbor came out, captured a video, shot the bear, and we all saw that. I feel bad for the bear because they really do not bother you that much, which is true. But rabies ain't nothing to mess with, kids. That's not good. I want to say thank you to Angela Richter for a Culture Casino membership. You are amazing. You guys are killing it today. What do we got? We got love. All right. But it is pretty wild. You have to agree. Ruby Who for $2 says, praying for you all to be well and happy. Well, we're praying for you and Hoove to be happy. Don't get sick, guys, please. Especially when you get a little older, it's less funner. Not that being sick's ever fun, but thank you. Ruby Hoove. Who else we got out there? Lots of folks out there. We got my pal, John Coleman, dropping a super duper chat. Says, and if you don't wash your hands, don't pee on them in the first place. Well, that helps. And fold your toilet paper to make sure the poo doesn't sneak through. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's actually good advice, to be fair. Whether or not you were kidding. Thank you, John. I appreciate the $5 super chat. But yes, do take good care of yourself. You know, and again, bears are not to be hugged. And if one starts approaching you like that, probably doesn't want a hug. Rabies is a deadly viral infection that attacks the nervous system in humans and animals, causing brain and spinal cord inflammation. So it's typically spread to humans through direct contact with the saliva of an infected animal. So treatment has proven to be nearly 100% effective. So this poor guy is going to have to, and by the way, rabies treatment super sucks. Yeah. If I were to say on the scale of no bueno, this might be at the top of the no bueno scale. So you do not want rabies because the treatment is terrible. It's better than the alternative, clearly, but no bueno, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. Oh, does everybody have their beverage of the morning or afternoon in the case of Juliet and a few other across the pond? I hope so. John, that's actually true. John is a huggable bear. Yes, you are, my friend. Good to see you all. Snakes and Funeral says the obvious. Cocaine bear is greater than rabid bear. Yeah. True story. Hey, double back again. Zombie bear. I think just don't go play with bears. Okay. They're cute. Look at them from a distance, especially those Andean bears. Oh, and the sun bears. Oof, wild stuff. Once bitten, twice shy, babe. Mark Nichols. Here's the cup of coffee. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell you right now that the news is definitely going to change. You're going to see a hard pivot from everybody. The story that I covered this morning, if you haven't seen today's YouTube video, go see it. In fact, the last 2 days, like I dropped a video that YouTube does not want to touch. It's got some of the least amount of views that I've had in a long time. In fact, YouTube's been kind of like keeping me down artificially. So when you come across one of my videos, make sure you hit the like button and share it, please, everywhere. I do not know what's happening, but YouTube, I was on the way up again. Now I'm being artificially suppressed. The video that I dropped yesterday evening is incredibly important. The person involved is obviously a terrible hypocrite, but also a predator, a child predator. You've got to go see it. And then today's is on CNN, and it's complete collapse. In fact, it hasn't stopped collapsing. Let's just be fair. I've done 2 stories, recent stories on CNN, and both of them are just like, whoo, tailspin, and not the good cartoon kind. They're restructuring everything at CNN across the board, trying to head into digital. That's all in that video. But I'm going to tell you right now, in today's video, the fact that they're looking to offload talent and do it in a very underhanded way because of the way contracts are structured, they got to get rid of that Jim Acosta guy. He is pure poison. Pure poison. They got to get rid of him. But I don't want to get rid of Hegseth 314 Sabertooth Raptor, who gives us a $5 Culture Casino Clams super chat saying the best way to defeat Elmo Hulk is the count. Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 3, and so on. Elmo Hulk falls asleep. Well, I try to do a good count voice because Weatherman gifted 3 culture, 4. I can only count to 4. Thank you, Weatherman. Oh, we are all having a good time today. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Whoa. All right. Let's see who else is out there. Lisa Stevens is here. Sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm not sure who she was talking to. But good to see you. And Rob Altus. I'll check it out later, Culture. Thank you, Rob Altus. But do check out those videos. They're both great. You might want to share the one about the fan of the playground, because he was a very prominent political cartoonist, especially for the Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, he was completely, orange man bad, like a crazy person. It's odd. Odd indeed. Kay Roberts asks, can Elmo the Hulk defeat Barney the dinosaur? I don't know. I think Barney's just too cool. We got Fresh Snow. Jim Acosta sure loves himself plenty. Yeah, well. They're trying to get rid of him. They're pushing him to midnight. That's one of the things I talked about in the video. But I'm telling you, the pivot at CBS News, that's happening. And they took out a woman. Norah was perfectly fine. The problem is that they had a particular skew, much like all of CBS News does. They're trying to get back to looking more like a local news program. When you look at something like what they're doing at NBC Universal right now, look at what just happened across the board leadership wise. They're going to have some issues. It's crazy. It's really odd. We got a super duper chat for Ted Culture Casino Clam says, who's your favorite vampire? The one in Sesame Street? He doesn't count. I assure you he does. like him. I think the Count is probably one of the funner ones. But, you know, based on recency, and this is a problem with me, I think Eggers Nosferatu. I think Count Orlok at this point. Before that, probably would have been... I know this sounds corny, but from the HBO show, True Blood. I liked Bill, but it is what it is. Yeah, with I don't want your channel suppressed. Neither do I, Lisa. But it is what it is. But it comes down to whether or not you're in the recommended cycle or not. That's it. Mark Nichols says, I don't think he got it. Got which part? Who's your favorite vampire? The one on Sesame Street. Yes, that's true. He doesn't count. I assure you he does. He does count. Anyway. All right. But anyway, back to Norah real quick and what happened at CBS last night. They're going to structure it like a program, including with a meteorologist, because I noted a comment in the chat. That's what's happened nationally. All the Allen Media Group, like I think I reported yesterday in the 6 Minute Daily, all of Allen Media Group is getting rid of their local weatherman. They're gone. They're done. They're going to a Weather Channel segment. It saves a lot of money for him, for all those affiliates and everything else. And you're starting to see that more and more. It doesn't help local weather. It just really doesn't. And I know a couple of meteorologists, and in fact, one of the ladies here, one of the first people that I started to do stuff with the various sci-fi shows and stuff that we're on. She's a meteorologist, and she really is going to have a hard time finding jobs. I trust the local people when it comes to news. If I'm in an area where there's tornadoes, I kind of want a local person that actually understands what's going on to give me the news. I don't want some person across the country who isn't as well informed and maybe has never chased a tornado. Same thing in Florida. So local weather people are really important. Maybe people don't get that. Razzy fingers. I got my coffee. Hey, 70s rock fan rolled in the door. Hang on just a moment. Got to click on this amazing member chat. That's 70s rock fan. He's got a show. He's got a channel. Dude, 45 months. Thank you for your support, friend. You got to check out Brian. He's a good dude. I'll take Regis. Is that his name in Witcher 3? As my favorite vampire. Wow. Interesting. One. Sorry, just saw Mark Nichols in the chat again. All right. So today, I think they're going to be talking about Lily Alcock, the girl that's behind me here. There. Yeah. That girl. Yeah. It was in the first season of GOT. And first of all, I never thought she's a good fit for the character. She doesn't look like Supergirl. Second, the story they're going to be telling, terrible story, Tom King. Plus, it's an amalgamation of stories. And we don't even have Superman out yet. So when we get Superman out, I'm worried. Because I'm already expecting Superman to have major issues. too many characters, unpopular story, I think there's going to be a lot of problems. Mark Nichols. Oh my goodness. Since 10 Culture Casino memberships. 10. Thank you, my friend. In fact, you know what? We need more cheddar. Mo cheddar, mo better. That's right. You guys are keeping the channel alive, and I will be coming live to you from Florida starting February 5th. I will be at MegaCon. Hopefully, some of you will be too.
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
That's right. That's some sweet cheddar. Thank you, Mark. Wow, we are getting closer and closer to the magical number. And that's 20. That's right. Our goal was 20 to 50 memberships today. And we are on our way. Thanks to all of you amazing people. I appreciate it. All the amazing people. Look at all those names go green. Where do they all come from? Randall Orser doesn't have a lot of faith in Superman. I wasn't a Snyderite. Snyder ho. I like that. It's fun. But I wasn't necessarily against everything he tried to do. I just hate dark Superman. And I didn't really enjoy what he did with Ben Affleck's Batman. So I always felt like he somehow managed to make every character a secondary character. I don't know how you do that in a film. I really don't. I mean, to be fair, though, Thor was made, Thor Love and Thunder was made based around not Thor. That film did terribly. Doctor Strange Mom was not made around the main character. In fact, Doctor Strange was like a tertiary character at some points in that film. And that was awful. I don't know. Very crazy stuff. But I understand the sentiment. We got Gunny's got a gun. Gunny's got a gun. Thank you, Spaceship Vampire. That's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the day. Mark says Gunn has lost it. He is gassed up from past success and isn't the right guy to head DC. I agree. But it's a partnership between he and his producer guy, whatever. The thing is that I have incredibly low expectations. And he's not lifting them. Let's say that. Superman doesn't have issues. It has volumes. That's true. There's some punny language. Corn Sweat, Alcock. Yeah, I see a pattern. So do I, Snow. So do I. Read by Nature. Nosferatu was decent. Not something I'd rush to see a second time, but still Eggers' better movie. Eggers is going to be great. He's going to be great. He's getting another thing. I guess he's going to direct the remake of my brain just fell out. What happened? How does that happen? It's not Never Ending Story. It's the other one. Come on. What is wrong with me? I'm looking at the chat now. This is how desperate I am. Glam pop star. What is happening? How does your brain melt that fast? No, it's not. Glabyrinth. Piku. Thank you, Piku. Age makes that happen, says Sean MNT. Thanks for that. Culture. You like Rice Krispie treat or No, I love maple bacon. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good Rice Krispie treat. But maple bacon winner. Peppered bacon. Chocolate covered peppered bacon. Ooh. Bagels, you better send me a text message right now so I remember to respond to you because we need to talk about Florida. Hey, Evil Ramen is here. Says, well, I'm deeply cynical / skeptical about superhero movies nowadays. Take a lot to change my mind. I'm in the same place, my friend. The same old situation. Spaceship Vampire got me started now. This could be like a jukebox full of stuff in my head. I can't get it out of my head. Maple bacon Rice Krispie treats. There you go. Why not both? Snortopoopas Cuber, our favorite polar bear. Hello. You say goodbye, and I say hello. And another culture casino membership from the great and powerful and very lovely Ruby Hoove. Ruby, Hoove's going to be right. He's going to be okay, right? You're taking good care of him. Yeah. Q2 Cast. Just stop by for a bit. Have a good weekend. I'll have to get back to work. Keep it up, Q2 Cast TV. Where's Mr. Cat? I've not seen Mr. Cat today. I was out on Superman when James Gunn started writing a non-Cavill Superman 6 months before he was put in charge. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. We got another Gifty. Hey, I can do it now. Gifty. Oh boy, the voice is back. Liberty Hall's Cat gives another culture casino membership. Thanks for that. Davina is talking to Jill. Yes, good luck with jury duty, Jill. I hope it ends quickly. Man, that can be a pain. What's funny is they don't want me on a jury. They ask me questions. I answer them. They don't want me. I don't even have to give excuses. I wrote in one time. Okay, so like they send a questionnaire in advance and stuff like that. And, you know, they ask specific questions and they have like maybe like an essay area to talk about something. And especially for federal juries here where I am. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even have to go into the building. They're just like, no, thank you. Yeah. And the other thing is people are like, well, what do you think about, they ask you these questions. Like, what do you think about X? What do you think about Y? What do you think about the death penalty? Stuff like that, you know? And, you know, what is your sense of the law? Or I forget. One of them was really oddly worded. And I was like, well, I get sued all the time. So that is not what they want to hear. Mark Daly says, guns, too cool for school attitude is fine for Guardians of the Galaxy. True. It doesn't play for Superman. Right. We need a hopeful hero, the Boy Scout. Also, no Cavill is a mistake. Agree completely. Should have brought a lot of thirsty female normals to the theater. Well, some people think that corn sweat guy is attractive. And all gender appeal is never bad. Let's say that. Which Trump clarified recently. Sriracha bacon. Never had that, Evil Robin. I don't think so. I do have sriracha. I have sriracha powder, actually. I'm thinking about like doing my own like Tabasco jalapeno bacon. Does that sound good? If I do that, I'll let you know. Greg C, what's up? Says, it's fun to be on a jury. Not for like $3 a day or whatever it is. It's pretty ridiculous. I'm like, I got other stuff to do. I have a company to run. Leave me alone. Mark Daly says, at CC, they don't want me either. No trial lawyer with a brain loss and adjuster. No, they do not. It's funny. It's like they intentionally like leave like analytical minds out of juries. They do not want them at all. Neither side, which is crazy to me. Jury selection is such a hot mess too. You know, it just is because it's never fair. You know what? They don't want the best and the brightest. You know. Hey, Tina's here. I see Tina. Good morning, Tina. Tina says, don't these actors nowadays ever change their names when they have kind of iffy names like Alcock or Corn Sweat? Corn Sweat. I don't know. Look, I mean, you know, I technically, I guess, you guys are going to be seeing you're going to be seeing a different name for articles that I write over on that Park Place. So just a warning. Yeah. Let's see. Jalapeno and Tabasco. Interesting. Oh, yeah. For bacon? Oh, yeah. Jalapeno Tabasco. Chad St. John. There are memorable names. Yes, or just go by one, like Zendaya. Because, like, if you've seen her name, it's pretty plain. Right? Her whole real name. Yeah. To be fair, I can understand that she has an exotic look to her, which is great for modeling. And maybe it hides the fact that you can't act for some people. But no. Scott Summers must be old enough to have graduated from jury duty. Congratulations. Oh, wait. How can you be done with jury duty if it's not for age? Maybe I misread that. No, it's one and done of being a juror. Ah, okay. I misunderstood. I thought the only way you could opt out was age or health condition. Rod Thunderheart says they exempted me and just said, no, get out of here. I can bet, Rod. Oh, man. Truck drivers are plain spoken humans. Man. Anybody who's like a real blue collar guy or lady, to be fair. Yeah. Just like, we probably don't want you. Probably. Evil ramen. Zendaya can act. Kind of. Hey, man, if you want resting scowl face, she's your lady. Even when she's trying to be cheerful, it's a scowl. I'm like, how do you do that? How can you not project emotion? You're like literally. Magnify. What's up? Says, I have 2 other machines that I'm too lazy to get them fired up. I understand that. Cynthia, hello, dear, says, I was excused from a trial pool because I had young kids and the man was on trial for, whoa! Wow. Yeah, I bet they don't want you. I was happy to have the Nazi autopsy photos. Yeah, no, thank you. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how you're going to get women on that jury to be on the murderer side, to be fair. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Cynthia, for sharing. Gosh, that's bunker sauce. Tom, okay, wait. Mark Dolly says, I once got an exemption because of cat work. That's weird. Mark says, I wouldn't kick Zendaya out of bed for eating crackers. Just the opposite. She could use some extra carbs. Oh, man. I got some smoke yesterday. On social media, they showed Ariana Grande holding like a bouquet of balloons. And I'm like, they must have her tied down pretty good. Otherwise, she'd be in orbit. That may not have been the best thing to say on Twitter. I don't know. But anyway, I'm a fun follow. I am. If I'm not just tooting my own horn. Lord Shax. To all in chat, did you know you can follow others in chat without leaving the stream? Just click on the member icon and follow. And done. I already followed you all there. Thank you, Lord Shax. Hey, Tom F. in the chat. Tried to click it. What is it? Okay, there we go. I got told no twice for jury duty. They just don't want me. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want me on a jury. I'd be trouble. I'd be like, wow, that dude's totally lying. Yeah, no problem. That guy's lying like Jake Tapper. You know what I mean? That'd be a problem. Bill Blum. Cat work, possibly a sign of exotic restaurant chef? I don't know. Strange thing. Strange days indeed. Weatherman, five subs on Rumble. Thank you, Weatherman. You are amazing. It's hard to give away subs, isn't it? Over there on Rumble, you get free subs over there. Yeah, I mean, well, not like Subway or something like that, or definitely not Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is the oiliest, messiest, wettest sub ever. Why would anybody like Jimmy John's? I mean, maybe some of you do, and that's totally fine. But anytime I've had a Jimmy John's sub, it was mushy. I do not want mushy bread, right? The only time I would want to make mushy bread is if I'm eating a French dip and I'm making it mushy myself. Okay? Not a mushy sandwich. Ladies, I don't want a mushy sandwich. I want a little bit of toasted bread. I want a little bit of crust there. I want like the good meats, right? And then, especially on a French dip. Like I'm going to have cheese on it, right? I'm going to have like a Philly style French dip. Those are really good. But anyway, if you're going to make a sandwich, you do not want a soggy sandwich. If you're going to make a soggy sandwich, you're making like maybe even like French toast or something like that. Soggy sandwich. Gross. Come on now. Let's do better. Actually, now I want a club sandwich, to be fair. I have bacon. I have lettuce. I can make a club sandwich. I should do that. I even have fresh tomatoes if I just go out to the greenhouse. Okay, see, a lot of people love Jimmy John's, but I have never had a non-soggy Jimmy John's sandwich. It's just gross. I want soggy sandwich. See, I like food. I just went on a food rant. Mark Nichols, I've only had Jimmy John's a few times, but they've been fine. I've never had a good Jimmy John's sandwich. I'm sorry. Look, if Jimmy John's, if you want to sponsor me and give me a sandwich, like once a week, whatever, maybe I'll say nice things if they're good. But you cannot give me a soggy sandwich. When it gets to my house, it cannot be a soggy sandwich. Cannot be. Cannot. Randall's like, Subway's vile. Quiznos used to be good. They used to do a good job on toasting things. Oh, Mark explained it in the chat. If I can find that. Mark. Here it is. So, catastrophe duty. Oh, sorry. Forgot not everyone here knows insurance jargon. Judge decided he'd rather I handle hurricane claims than be on his... That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's all you have to tell. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of doing hurricane claims right now for, customers affected by, big storm thing. Yeah, that's a smart... You know what? You should always claim that. You'll never have to serve on a jury ever. But normally it's because they just don't want analytical minds. Publix always has good sandwich. Publix always has good sandwich. It's undeniable. Publix Deli wins. They have the best fried chicken in the world. And multiple different kinds of fried chicken. I mean, you will not be disappointed. Wawa's okay. Buc-ee's has good sandwich and great barbecue. Good gravy. If you stop at a Buc-ee's for gas, you basically just plan an hour because you're going to park your car, put your gas in, and you're going to be in there forever. You buy a patio set in Buc-ee's. It's crazy stuff. Boy, I've been going forever on silly things like sandwiches. No problem with JJ's sandwiches, but I don't like having a gallon of oil and vinegar on. See, that's the problem. Oh, you're allergic to lettuce. You're like the third person that I've ever come in contact with that is allergic to lettuce. That's crazy. Lettuce is like mostly water, fibrous water, as is celery. Celery is like a water stick. You know that it takes more energy to consume celery than it provides. Yeah. Randall Orser says, we had Quiznos, but then there was some kind of scare and they disappeared. Something about people getting sick. Well, E. coli is no bueno. And a lot of meat, cheese, vegetable types of things. Yeah. Tom F. says, place in Orlando called Statiscos is amazing. Well, I will be in Orlando. I'll be there. I'll be there. It must be just my part of the country where Jimmy John serves a soggy sandwich. Like you said, if I get a soggy sandwich, it's me making it soggy, right? Because it's a French dip or a Philly dip. I'm weird about the Philly sandwiches too, and I do not like oil and vinegar on sandwiches at all. I mean, just like maybe a light dash, but man, not great for you. Kale is indigestible. Really? I used to make kale chips. Those just kind of, you chewed on them, they're just gone. Yeah, Mike's is a good sandwich. Quiznos was killed by horrible advertising. Probably. I think it's hard to go far with anything that starts with a Q. I don't know why. I'm Robin Leach, and I don't know why. Okay, sorry. That's about as much English as I've got in me as far as accent goes. But I will... I've been keeping track of the UK news closer than the US at this point because they're entertaining. Tom F says, CC, it's in the milk. Let me know if you want to go. What? Huh? It's in the milk distract. Let me know if you want to go. Oh, yeah. District. That's what, sorry, brain processing. Tom, I tell you what, leading up to this, I'll let you know. Cause quite possibly. I know a lot of you are going to be, or many of you will actually be in Orlando. So I can't wait to hang out with y'all. So yeah. We got another super duper chat from SFXF314 Sabertooth Raptor for another 2 Culture Casino clams. Best barbecue in VA is Pierce's Pit BBQ in Williamsburg. See? Man, I got to get up there. Yeah, if we successfully make the move to Tennessee into next year, or maybe middle of next year, yeah. Virginia is definitely doable. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Mark says Quiznos use a dead mouse as a mascot. I can't believe it didn't work out. Yeah, that's not great. That's really, really bad advertising. Biggles. Fun fact. Cousin subs in the Valley once failed once the franchise took them back over from my family. Really? Really? Man, I like food shops. It seems like there's always, like, in somebody's family, there's always a history of like a sandwich shop. So, now I'm getting hungrier and hungrier. I don't know why. Cynthia says, if I recall correctly, the Europeans count Subway bread as dessert pastry bread due to its sugar content. Makes perfect sense. Terry Rose says, I'm old enough to remember kale was what was in between the meat pack sections in the butcher's section. Yeah, I think you're right. Something about its properties. Someone in the chat said something smart about a science thing. I think it was now I gotta scroll. Lucius Nature Triste. Kale soup is good. Well. Hey, flying blind on a rocket cycles here. Kale is inedible. Yeah. So, oh man, come on. There's somebody said a great thing in the chat and it's gone. No. Gabby says, oxalates in vegetables is poison. Really? I have to look that up. We are talking about sandwiches. What a great bonus time. What a great bonus time. I love it. You guys are wonderful. This is why I like the chat. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. It is Friday. It's not quite Friday night, though. Yeah, we had 3, and then they closed within 2 years once they took it back. They didn't like us doing catering and selling pickles. Well, look at what Firehouse Subs does. They sell pickles. I have a bunch of Firehouse Subs pickle buckets, actually, in the greenhouses because they're great. Pickle buckets. Chad St. John. Kale is edible the way that that a suitcase is edible. Y'all are funny. Mark. Jimmy John's history. The owner is a rich kid that did nothing but get high. His dad told him to get a job or be cut off. So he started making sandwiches. Well, there you go. I have some stories about bands. Someday I'll tell those. Tina Beebe says kale is good if you cook it with collard greens, which I actually have a collard green. Actually, here's the funny thing. So my collard green plants, because there's 2 of them in the greenhouse that's right behind me. Those are target plants for me because they get all the bugs first. That because, if you know that you're going to be fighting something because just you are, whether it be in a garden or a greenhouse, you make a target plant. And you plant the target plants around the plants you want to preserve. So collard greens are great for the types of insects and other things that like the leafy stuff, right? And easy to get to. So, yeah. I never get to eat the collard greens because they're the targets. Mustard greens and a slab of ham hocks. Well, I guess I'll have to reach out to Kamala for her recipe. Yes, that was a joke. What else is out there? Hey, Godzillionaire. What's going on? And, of course, Matt G. I'm all sneezy now. Do we get another? I'm scrolling now. Lord Shack says they're putting special sauce on culture sandwich. What? Y'all are funny. You know what? I keep realizing I owe you guys a burrito video. How about a good fried bologna sandwich? Ooh. Yeah, I remember fried bologna. It's a punk song called Beef Bologna. Yeah. Snort. Kamala la 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 la. Yeah. Kama lama 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 chameleon. Collard greens. Oh, the Offers reference. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm not going to say that. But yeah. All right. Time for the unbearable story. I feel really bad for the rabies bear. And the guy that got scratched and bitten by it because he's got to get those shots. Big needle. All right. Section 31 was on last night. What? Oh, yeah. Paramount minus. Good luck. That thing stinks rocks. Bad. Apparently, it's worse than a manure factory. Kamala lala ding dong. Okay, Lucius Nature Triste. Yeah, the bear story. I can't believe that was the update. If you guys missed it, it was like a while ago. But at this point, I got to go because I got like 3 minutes to take care of something. Which means I got to go. But I won't leave without having Wilton throw me off a roof. You guys are automatically, if you're on YouTube, going to be redirected to Midnight's Edge in the morning. Coming up next, they will be discussing Section 31 and the fact that no amount of Michelle Yeoh can save that. Star Trek is deader than dead. And for those of you on the Green Machine, you'll have to navigate your way there. But before you even go to watch that in live real time, go check out the 2 videos I dropped last night and the one this morning. I think you will appreciate them, especially the one on the Fan of the Playground, which is being suppressed by YouTube. I also didn't even bother to monetize it. So there should be no commercials on that video. So there's that. Anyway, I hope you all have an incredible weekend, and I look forward to seeing you here live, well, tomorrow for the Saturday news update. We are also going to try to do a high roller stream tomorrow, and we're going to try to do a member stream on Sunday after I fulfill obligations. On that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.